I want to be on there.
Okay, we're live. Okay, I want to call this meeting to order. It's 10:35. First of all, I want to welcome Kathy, our defense certificate lady that's here. She's the only one in the audience, and Commissioner Gonzalez is here, and Commissioner Anaya is on the iPad. We have a quorum, so we'll continue with the special meeting. On item 2, invocation. Who wants to do the invocation?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful day. We appreciate all the rain that you have given us to quench the earth and help heal our dry country. Please help us with any flooding concerns. Please grant staff and this board wisdom to do the right thing for the people of this county. Amen.
Very good. Item 3, pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Salute the flag of the state of Mexico. See a symbol of friendship among many countries.
Roll call. Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Joe Gonzalez,
Here.
Commissioner Craig Secretary, Commissioner Manuel Anaya,
See. Manuel.
I'm here. I can hear you. The mic, I can't hear anything else.
Okay, I'll
Commissioner Glenn Duggett, Chairman Antonio Ray Martinez.
I'm present, ma'am. Approval of agenda.
We're very light here anyway.
I need a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll make that motion to approve.
Motion to approve the agenda. Motion by Commissioner Gonzalez,
Second.
second by Commissioner Anaya. Any further discussion? Hearing none, signify by saying aye.
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 If opposed, signify by saying nay. Hearing none, agenda is approved. Item 7, approval of minutes of June 28, 2022.
I'll make the motion to approve those minutes of June 28, 2022.
Motion by Commissioner Gonzalez. I'll second the motion for the minutes. And thank Ms. Armijo for doing it. She made some corrections and I just want to thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Signify by saying nay. Hearing none. Minutes are approved of June 28. Item 8, new business, consideration of resolution 2022-58, New Mexico taxation and revenue delinquency listing for real estate property taxes for the years of 2012 to 2019. Mike?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
members of the board, New Mexico regulations and statutes require that the county treasurer provide to the tax and rev or to a list of what properties are delinquent on their taxes. And delinquent taxes are basically taxes that after 2 years have not been paid. Once they become delinquent, the reason we have to submit it to the state is because once it becomes delinquent, the treasurer loses jurisdiction over those collections, and the collections vest completely within the state. So this is our notice to the state that at this point it's on them to get it collected.
So you need a motion to correct this resolution.
To approve, motion to approve, Mr. Chairman.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gonzalez. I need a second.
Manny, do you second on item 8A? Hold on. Sorry. Manuel, do you second on item 8A?
Yes, I do, Mike, can check your text.
Second by Commissioner Anaya. Any further discussion before I ask for the vote?
The only thing I want to ask is, since it's now goes over to the state and they collect, does the money go to the state and we don't get our share?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner, we still get the base property taxes, but what happens is then they then get to take the fees and the interest. The state then gets a lot of that, and plus they administer a fee, which certainly there's an argument their fee's illegal, but they do it anyway, so.
Is there a roundabout dollar amount of how much is going that way right now?
I believe it's on the agenda,
It's in, it's in,
I believe the amount of at least what the base tax is on the resolution.
okay,
$2,336,000, it looks like the treasurer's.
that's over 7 years. Okay, thank you.
You betcha.
Mike, you had a question?
Manuel's having a hard time hearing, so he's either gonna call your phone or Jennifer's gonna try to call him and then put it by you so he can easily listen in and then take action.
He's very trying to call my phone.
After answering all the questions that were asked, the motion has been made and seconded. All in favor of passing this resolution?
Yes, ma'am.
Signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, signify by saying nay. Hearing
Yes,
none,
you hear me?
hearing none, resolution 2020-258 is passed with property taxes of 2012 to 2018. Item B, consideration of State of New Mexico Department of Finance and Administration Local Division, DWI Grant Program, DWI Grant Agreement. Mike.
Thank you, Chair Martinez. In your packet, you have the grant agreement with the local DWI program in the state, and this is the continuation of the grant. One is D is DWI and C is Detox. They're both programs that.
All right, thank you, sorry about that.
I make a motion to approve the local division DWI grant program, DWI grant agreement.
Motion by Commissioner Gonzalez to approve. I will second the motion. Can you hear us now, Commissioner Anaya? All right, thank you. Any further discussion on item B before I ask for the vote, not for the vote? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed signify by saying nay. Hearing none, it passes. The grant program DWI grant agreement and the local DWI. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay, item C, consideration of State of New Mexico Department of Finance Administration Local Division DWI Grant Program Detox Grant Agreement. We approve both of them.
Yeah, one's a DWI and the other's a Detox.
I think that was the motion, right? To approve both?
Wow.
Or is it?
So moved.
Okay, move, Commissioner Gonzalez approves this one. I'll second it. Any further discussion before I ask for the vote for item C? Hearing none, All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed signify by saying nay. Hearing none, consideration of State of New Mexico Department of Administration, Local Division DWI Grant Program Detox Program Grant Agreement is approved. Item D, review, discussion, and direction to staff regarding 2024-2028 infrastructure capital improvement plan, ICIP list. Commissioner, Mike.
Commissioner, Chair Martinez, Commission, in your packet, you have the last ICIP priority list. You look at it and give us any direction if you think something should be changed or not changed. I believe it's under tab 5. This is just the opening discussion of, because of when it's due, the next meeting will definitely have to decide on the final list of submission.
Out of those five, which one out of those would you recommend? And you know the money.
I'm having trouble with my, let me open it. Just give me a few minutes, that's it.
Commissioner Anaya, do you have any recommendations of that list? You had a chance to review it?
Chairman Martinez, yeah, I like it, yes, and it, just because back then, the government manager and the attorney are taking out control, I think that has a possibility here, just doing the whole thing now, so I really think that the list that the manager presented is more like, in my opinion.
Okay, Commissioner Anaya.
Can I just give it to you?
I, for one, haven't had time to review it, so, I probably should review it.
Like, if they don't have it, right, brought up again, over the
I have it for the next meeting.
Looking for the stuff. Let's see.
Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. Sorry for the delay that I couldn't get it to pull. Thanks, Jennifer, for including that. Still on speaker. So as you can see, number one is Sholey Bridge. To date, we received $1,078,000. Actually, I've updated that. I should have an updated one where we asked for another 500 some thousand because Dennis Engineering, because of rising cost of materials, I believe we should ask for another 500,000. I already submitted a letter of request for increased funding, but I believe we needed to put it in again for 2024, an additional 500,000. We have courthouse energy. I'd like that to still stay, even though we addressed a lot of the issues with the year out project and the energy efficiency project. We still, because the courthouse is a historical site, it's very, very, very costly to replace the windows to make them energy efficient because they have to meet the historical society requirements. So you have to replace to make them energy efficient, but then you have to replace them in a manner that restores it almost to the original, how they were originally. culverts, and that's in Alamo. We received $500,000. We're trying to move on that, but we still need another $500,000 because that's estimated to be at least $1 million. Stormwater, we've actually received $250,000, and we're asking for more because that project is actually supposed to take 2.7 million. Belvedere Heights, I think we did a lot already in Belvedere Heights, so that should not be probably in the top 5. San Antonio Stormwater, we received an additional 2.4 million, so we have about 3 million, and I just met with BLM this morning, trying to move forward on the purchase of that property. But our hopes is that we'll move on phases 2, 4, 5, and 6, and complete those by the end of fall, early winter, and then hopefully with the purchase, start again in spring and finish out by October of next year, the entire project. So that's up to number 6. So I would say definitely Shirley Bridge is something you want to continue to address. The 500,000 in Alamo from concrete culvert pass. North CR 91. The courthouse as well. And then after that, it's either 7 through 10, however you want to address those.
Well, I like what you're recommending, Mike, but I would like to move the road grader up after those recommendations of yours. With all the road issues and stuff, we gave up some graders because of the contract. And I think, I don't know, we can't tell if we need some, but I kind of think we do keep up with all the demands of the road. Once we start hiring the people that are still waiting to be hired, maybe someday we get a grader that will have some more equipment. These graders are gonna be going down. Maintenance wise.
Okay.
That's my recommendation to the commission. We move that one up.
Because this is so fluid, thank you, Commissioner Chair. This is constantly fluid because of the funding that we get and notifications. So the next meeting, it'll be more detailed as far as funding that we received and what I think we should ask for in 2024. But for sure, my understanding, we do not need any more funding for San Antonio. We do not need any more funding for Belvedere Heights. We do need more money for CR 91. We do need money for concrete culverts in Alamo. The courthouse, obviously, we want to finish off that Shirley Bridge. So there's those, and then move up, if you want to move up the grader, that's your vote. If any other commissioner gives me, they can also email me or call me if they look at it again and want to prioritize something else. If they let me know, and then that way on the meeting, the next meeting, we have to solidify this because of the deadline to get it in.
So I'm hearing from you that you'll prepare this for the commission, how we should go, and then the commissioners can send you an email, what they feel needs to be moved up, and we'll approve it at the next meeting.
That's correct.
So
Go ahead, Joe.
I'm okay with that too. The way you explained it there has to be some changes, like if we have funding, like he's saying for Shirley Bridge and Belvedere Heights is pretty much done, then they don't want to be there, so there's room for some other stuff to do.
So we don't need a motion, just to give you direction. Okay,
I would like to add, I'd be remiss if I didn't add, I will be asking the commission to earmark some of the second tranche towards broadband because the state's gonna wanna make sure we have skin in the game. So maybe we would want to also put that on our ICIP because that's a $63 million project.
Well, that was just for one department.
okay.
Just food for thought.
Thank you.
After hearing the recommendations of our manager, he will provide us a list of stuff that needs to be on for the 2024 infrastructure capital improvements. And the commissioners have the option to submit their request to him so we can have final approval at our commission meeting on the 26th. So there's no action on this one. So we'll move on to financial action item. Item A, approval of vendor check.
I'll make the motion. I don't have the amount in front of me. I'll make the motion, you can read them, right? Is that legal?
It is.
Approval of the vendor checks in the amount of $696,268.10 dated July 7th, 2022.
Motion by Commissioner Gonzalez,
I'll second it.
seconded by Commissioner Naya. Any further discussion before I ask for the vote? Hearing none, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Signify by saying nay if disapproved. Vendor checks are approved. Payroll checks, item B. Need a motion.
In the amount of
What was the last meeting, July 12th?
Yeah.
dated July 12th, 2022, in the amount of $197,307.83.
Motion by Commissioner Gonzalez to approve payroll
I'll
checks,
second, Chairman.
second by Commissioner Anaya. Any further discussion before I ask for the vote? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed signify by saying nay. Hearing none, payroll checks are approved. Item 10, executive session, we have none. Our next commission meeting is July 26, 2022 at 5 p.m. I'd like to reemphasize to the commission at our last meeting, if you're not going to make it, barring emergencies, please call the manager or call me so we can make the appropriate arrangements to see if we're going to have a meeting or not. Would be greatly appreciated. Okay, motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Motion by Commissioner Gonzalez, seconded by Commissioner Anaya. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Here.
Thank you, Commissioner Anaya. I know you're not feeling well, so